Hello, friends and family. All right, I had this thought about how modern communication exists in our society today, and it's kind of revolves around three pretty recent breakthroughs, I think. So the internet is being one, smartphones being another, and social media being a third. Kind of like those three things in conjunction, they take up the majority of our attention whenever we think about like communicating with I don't know, public or private, right? For social media, you have like your Facebook, your Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, what have you, right? These are the way, YouTube even, like those are the way we share our lives and we observe other people's lives. People that we know, like personally, and then just certain people that we follow now, right? Following is a thing now, right? These kind of like celebrities for the purpose of being popular, not for the purpose of being an expert at any craft or anything. And so social media is one. The internet, you have like your different browsers try to collect data, and they present the data in such a way that they want your eyes to see their information. That way they can use these little ads as pop-ups, and they make money and you think it's free. And so that's kind of how the internet works. And then smartphones, like all this stuff is right in your pocket now, right? It doesn't have to be. You don't need a smartphone for all these things. Like all three of these little tripod legs can operate independently, but when they operate as one, then that's when it's kind of like exponentially amplified the amount of attention that it grabs throughout our day. What am I trying to say? Yeah. These three things together, like, it's debatable which one of them is kind of like the driving force, like which one is really more important, or which one is like the nucleus of the other two. But I don't know. They all three work in conjunction, you know? And then like on the outskirts of those three things, you have like messaging, like we email now instead of like snail mail, we used to call it, right? Email, we have texting, we have like different apps and services, like WhatsApp is one of them, like for international stuff, Facebook Messenger, right? Slack, if you've heard of that one. And then there's like just like regular instant messaging, right? Usually like a work environment it's instant messaging, but there's also video chats, right? Skype and FaceTime and Viber is one, and then like so all these things, they pretty much have almost completely taken the place of writing letters or a phone call or even like meeting up, right? Go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yep, thank you. Yeah, so they're a way that we communicate, but they're also kind of taking the place of, or it's like an artificial substitute for kind of genuine interaction, like genuine, like personal interaction, where you can attach emotion and expression and feelings, and I don't know, it's cool that digital communication exists because it allows us to connect with people that we wouldn't otherwise connect with. However, the people that we connect with, that we can connect with, like non-digitally, I feel like we still should try, you know? Like, fly somewhere to go see somebody, or drive somewhere to go see somebody. There's still importance of, like, there's still some value in that, that you don't get whenever you're communicating digitally. And so, yeah, that was kind of the thought. I don't know if, I feel like I'm guilty of that myself whenever I think about, like, seeing somebody, like someone in the area locally, or seeing somebody, like, that's pretty far away. Sometimes I think about communicating with them digitally, and I'm like, yeah, so maybe I don't really have to see this person. But, I don't know. I feel like, to me, the more genuinely I can communicate with somebody, I still prefer that way other than the digital way, for a plethora of different reasons. Like, the mainmost one being that, like, the attention is undivided. Like, there are, I guess, there is some value in multitasking. There's like there's an illusion of efficiency whenever you think like, oh, I can talk to this person while still be home doing something else. But then like you don't have the undivided attention that is kind of nice whenever you get that with somebody, or like when you go out to dinner with like a little group of 3 or 4 people or something. And yeah, so it's something that I realize is a part of our lives now, but sometimes I kind of do miss the old way too.